There's actually multiple reasons why I chose to come to Edinboro. One of them, main one, I would say, is that I ran cross country and track at Edinboro. So I got a recruiting letter from the cross country coaches, and so that kind of first piqued my interest at Edinboro. I came to check out the interview and then with the coach, and then actually during my stay, I stayed with one of the team members and they took me to a biology class, and so I actually got to sit into the classroom and kind of see what the small field classrooms were like, and I really felt like I could fit in and learn from that environment. I have always been interested in the science field. I think even in high school, I had a really great chemistry teacher, and so I was always very interested in chemistry, but I kind of was more interested in the health sciences, so I thought that biology was kind of one of the main routes to go that way, and when I got here I realized you can do a lot of health sciences also in chemistry field as well. Being part of a team was a huge benefit, I think, for me specifically. When you're part of a team, you have a whole other schedule that you have to worry about besides just your classwork schedule, and so it forces you to be very focused. So at this time I have class, at this time I have practice, and at night is the only time I have to finish this homework and do this studying. I think being part of a team and also being part of such a rigorous chemistry and biology program, I also had a minor in mathematics, it made the scheduling so tight that I really had to work on my time management, which is huge when you're trying to manage all of these things. But I also think being both here and being part of the team really allowed me to kind of have a friend and support group that pretty much was going to be there no matter what, because we were a team, which was really helpful. But then also I have to say my chemistry department was so close-knit, and the biology department so close-knit that they were kind of a team in a way too, where we would come here, meet, study until whenever, and then go home. So I think just the relationships that you build really helped. Right after graduation, I started the doctoral program at Johns Hopkins in cellular and molecular medicine. So I had the summer off, and then just started right into the research and the schoolwork, and the beginning of my program rotated in multiple different research laboratories, and then decided on my research that I do now, which is in pancreatic cancer and looking at the neural innervation and how that leads to metastatic disease. So that's currently where I'm at. So Edinboro is such a great school. It's very rigorous, and I don't think it gets enough credit oftentimes. So I know, especially from the chemistry program, because that's what I was part of, but also, I worked or took a lot of classes in biology and mathematics. The teachers really force you to know the material really well, and they really prepare you for moving forward. I think that moving from Edinboro, I was definitely more, or at least at the same level, prepared as any other bigger school, I would say. But also a lot of times I felt like I was better prepared because I was taught by actual professors that are doing the research and experts in their field, where oftentimes at bigger schools you're taught by TAs, and so you don't really get that professor-student interaction that really helped me. Right now I'm actually really interested in teaching, so I really like communicating the research to people, so I'm looking at different science communications and teaching pathways, but also potentially still staying in the research field. The research that I'm doing for my thesis is based on pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma, and this is a particularly devastating type of cancer, and what we're looking at is a tumor microenvironment, so all the cell types that are also involved in this cancer development. And specifically, I'm looking at the neural cell interaction between the cancer development, and I'm trying to understand the signaling mechanisms that happens between the tumor cells and between the nerves to promote tumor growth and metastatic disease that can travel to other parts of the body. So the implication for this study is really to understand the disease better and to really understand the signaling that's happening in the tumor environment to hopefully be able to make therapies and specific targeted molecules to be able to block these interactions and stop the disease progression. First, I'll mention my coach, Doug Watts, because he really was, a cross-country coach, but he was also a life coach. He was, I would say, one of the people at Edinboro that cared the most about my academics. He didn't care if I had a bad race. He cared and would tell my parents when they came to drop me off for camp week that, oh, Noelle got a 4.0 last semester. So he always pushed education, which was just a huge, really important at that time in my life. And then also specifically in my program, I want Dr. Kabetti and Dr. Unico, as well as Dr. Foradori, really helped me understand the options that were available for me in the future, and really helped get me there. For people that are interested in going into research, I think you can do it. You can for sure do it. You just have to use the resources that are available to you, because they are available to you. I remember when I was a sophomore, I went up to Dr. Kabetti after an organic chemistry lecture, and I walked down to him kind of nervous, and I was like, "Do you guys do research here?" And his face just lit up, and he was like, "Yes, we do. We'll take you in." So like, the professors want to work with you, and those are the things you need to get experience on before you can start a graduate program. So you need to have some experience in the research, which our faculty are more than happy to do with you.